Hi, I'm Dr. Dranitsaris, and welcome to this week's Fearless Friday Power Up Tips. Today, I'm going to be providing you with some tips on how to slay the dragon of self-doubt. Self-doubt is considered the enemy of success. And if you're like about 70% of the North American population, at one point or another, you've probably experienced self-doubt or other symptoms of the imposter syndrome. You find yourself second guessing yourself and your abilities, wondering if you're good enough. And here's what it's like to be in the head of someone in the grip of the imposter syndrome. It feels like you're a bit of a racehorse, always being held back, never really being allowed to go as fast and as furious and as powerful as you can be, because you're so focused on the possibility of failure that the possibility of success isn't even in your brain. It's like this internal monologue. It goes something like, can I really do this? Do I really belong here? Am I really good enough? And you're not really confident about your abilities. You become a master of self-sabotage instead of mastering your actual potential. Again, what we focus on, we create more of. Like you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop, isn't it? Just for that moment where someone's going to expose you and as the imposter that you think yourself to be. And you're constantly comparing yourself to others, coming up short, and really not seeing other people for who they are, not seeing that all human beings struggle. There's nobody perfect out there. We all have our things. And so what it does is doubting yourself and always thinking about yourself, it causes you not to be able to see the person for who they actually are, because you're showing up as this imposter who has created an image of themselves that they're desperately seeking approval for and not getting it. And even when you get it, even when you get approval, even when you work so hard to get it, you don't take in what people are telling you, because that voice in your head, the voice of the imposter, the saboteur that's casting doubt, is louder than the voice of your authentic self. So second guessing your relationships, wondering if, am I even good enough for someone to love me? What an idea. What an idea that we have to work hard and be perfect so that someone will love us. Our fear of rejection is so profound that we focus more on our fear than we focus on what's going on between two human beings in a relationship and what's the possibility and what the potential is. So think about the imposter syndrome as a parasite that feeds on this self-doubt. And you keep feeding it more and more to a point where the doubt, this imposter self-doubt, the imposter is bigger and stronger than your impoverished authentic self, because you're basically neglecting it. You're not saying, oh, let me experiment with this. Let me see what I can do. And, oh, my partner didn't like it when I said it this way. Perhaps I'll try it a different way. That we stop trying to be perfect and doubt that we have the capacity to love and be loved, that we have the capacity to learn regardless of how old we are. Our self-worth needs to be nurtured and cultivated, but in order to really take care and nurture our self-worth, we have to start paying attention to our authentic self and not compare ourselves to other people. Who am I? I'm not my imposter. I'm not this imposter. I'm not this person who is constantly dependent on others for validation, constantly working hard for everybody's approval while ignoring and neglecting myself. So that's the place to start. that listening to what we're telling ourselves, listening to ourselves, casting doubt, and recognizing this is the voice of the saboteur. This is the voice of your imposter, that self-protective persona that you created to keep you psychologically safe, and now it's keeping you in prison. It's sort of like you're going around wearing a pair of shoes that are 2 sizes too small for you and wondering why your feet hurt, wondering why you're in pain. Well, if anybody talked to you the way you talk to yourself, imagine how you would feel. So start with this. Recognize when you are on that self-doubting train of thought and intervene on your own behalf. Just say, I'm not entertaining these ideas about myself. I choose to develop over doubting. I choose to try over doubting. I choose to live and experience my full potential over holding myself back. And it's only through playing what we call this match game, catching yourself with an automatic negative thought and switching it to an empowering thought, that power to choose that we have to live authentically, vibrantly, going full on head first, letting go of holding our inner stallion back, and so we can achieve our potential. So let's all really work hard this week at slaying that dragon of self-doubt, freeing yourself from the limitations of the imposter syndrome, and living life on your own terms. It's your choice. It's your power to choose. So until next time, I'm Dr. Ann Dranitsaris, and head over to our website, Dranitsaris-Hilliard, to find all things imposter syndrome, codependence, dismantling dysfunction, all different ways that we can support you in achieving your potential. Bye for now.